So I'm doing this really fast video. I wanted to tell you in a different video, I told you about using spice jars for holding your desk things. You know, you want to put on your desk. You can just use like little jars. That came from like a garlic jar. And this was the one I did on camera where this was a spice jar. And this is just a bag. So these are like little things that you can put on your desk. Let me see if I can arrange that so that it looks better. Let me see. You see that? You can just put that on your desk. Anyway, I'm doing this really fast video. I want to tell you some of the things that they're talking about. You know, when when we're going over what's happening, it's odd. They said that they were kind of always following me and making fun of me and pretending to be my friends and recording videos so I can see while I was sleeping. And my question to them is, why don't you folks get a life? I mean, I'm 49. They would have to either be 49, 50, or up. It seems so pathetic to me. I don't get it. Like, I would think that this would be something that people who are much younger would be involved in. But these are a bunch of pathetic old folks who probably never achieved what they wanted to achieve in life. And they decided that at 50 years old, instead of getting like a sports car or, I don't know, doing something crazy like most middle-aged people do, they would sit around and talk to me all day. They said that going to federal prison, I would think that if you're going to federal prison, you'd have much more exciting things to do than talk to me. I don't get it. So they're like, well, when I worked at the Botanical Garden, I worked at the New York Botanical Garden, like I think I started in maybe 1993, and I worked until I graduated from college in 95. Then I came back to work part-time, you know, while I was working full-time so I could make extra money. So we're talking about, what, 30 years ago? Yeah, 30 years ago. So like 30 years later, it's even more pathetic to like talk about this. I don't get it. Like I mean, that's not who I am. So they're like, well, it's racist also because we're white. Yeah, that would be a factor. But it's racist in general. It's stupid in general. So I don't want people to get caught up on just the racial part, which is dumb. But the idea that a bunch of, oh, there's a TV on in the kitchen, so if you hear something, just to let you know, there's the idea that somebody 30 years later would be worried about me. You know, it's kind of weird because when you think about this situation, you kind of think about it like, well, what do these people have in common? I think they have nothing else going on in their lives. And that's the sad part. So as pathetic as this situation is, it's even more pathetic that people would feel like this is the time in their lives that they would get involved in this. I think the other thing about this that seems odd is that I wrote on Twitter that they're about making people not just physically, but mentally ill. So they were like, oh, why don't you say the word sick? Well, it's physically sick and mentally sick. I think ill sounds better. That's just me. So they have another question about why do you say can or could? What's the difference? They should look it up. Like, I mean, instead of talking to me, why not just look this shit up? You know what I mean? Like, that's my point in life. Like, I can give them things to do that's better and more exciting than this. What else did I want to tell you folks? Oh, they're also upset because they said I was able in my life to have sex with some good-looking guys. Well, there are a lot of good-looking guys that I didn't have sex with that I would have wanted to. That would have been great. What else? Oh, they're worried about why I didn't brush my teeth or when I brushed my teeth and all that other stuff. I told you guys in this in a different video, and I'm glad I did this way. For some reason, this technology interacts with aluminum, which I've shown you guys in a video. Oh, I did the playlist. I didn't do it for every month, but I did the July 2019, the August 2019, September 2019 playlist, and I'm going to try to keep doing that. It causes swelling. So I'm, I'm going to see if I can find a toothpaste that doesn't have any sort of aluminum or, the chemicals that cause swelling, and the water causes swelling. I don't know what exactly it does, but what it does to the skin, and I've shown you, it makes the marks, it causes dryness, it makes you wake up very thirsty. So I think I think the microwave weapons cause dehydration. And so I think I think, that's what I'll do. I'll do a video where my face was swollen and my jaw was swollen. It made my teeth change. So the swelling in the mouth causes your tongue to feel sore. They used to say, oh, we're going to give you a lie bump, Lie, like lie bump on my tongue. So whatever it does causes these physical symptoms. And the best thing I did, because some people say they lose their teeth, and they said that this causes people to lose their teeth because your gums swell and then they contract, swell, contract. And over time, what that does, I'm doing this with my hands so you can say it. So it will cause the swell, contract. So over time, what that does is causes your teeth not only just to become, they brighten my cell phone screen. You see how it got lighter for a moment? That's what they do. They run something over it to cause my videos to mess up, and that just got brighter. It causes your gums to swell and then contract, and then over time what happens is your teeth fall out, or it rots your teeth, it wears down your enamel. So the best thing I did was I stopped brushing my teeth a lot. I brush it when I have to, and it made my life so much better. They're upset because I've never had a cavity in my life. I'm 49. So whatever I'm doing, the dentist always is amazed. So I'm going to keep doing what I do. The other thing is, I used to take these long showers. They were like, oh, long showers mean you're depressed. No, it just means I love long showers, long hot showers. So I stopped taking them as much. And now that I'm back to showering, I'm not feeling as well. So I don't know exactly how it works, but it does interact with water. It does interact with toothpaste. Even, and these are the things that if we don't talk about these things, who would know? Who would know? I'm telling you these things, and I'm being honest with you folks, because it made a difference for me. And I hope it makes a difference for other people. What else was there? So I told you I think they're pathetic. I told you about, how I think it interacts with water and aluminum. And the last thing I want to just say is, if you guys are going through this, leave a comment. I'm on Twitter. Like I respond to comments now in the videos, but not as much as on Twitter, because on Twitter I can actually put research that I've done in a reply. So on YouTube, what I did was I started a playlist that says research. But if you really want to know a little bit more about how I started documenting it, go to July 2019, August 2019, September 2019, and you'll see more information because it's a video. All right. Thanks so much. They just said, why don't you say love you? I think that's what I'm saying. They're very pathetic. That's a very pathetic thing to say. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys.